Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming and watching the Teach, Inspire and Grow podcast. Myself, Helen Hughes, and I have an amazing guest this morning called Anne Kelly, and she is the founder of a brilliant company called Swim with Ease. And I'm not going to steal her spotlight because she can tell you all about her amazing product as we go through our session today. But as I do always, Anne, I ask everybody the same question because I'm a very nosy person. And I always like to know, with the same question, what people's answers are. And it's quite fascinating over the people that I have spoken to, what their answers are. It's cool to always go back. And we will finish off with the same question that I asked everybody as well. But before we go into our amazing conversation about your product, I always like to start with, what is your very first memory of swimming? And how has that memory shaped your way of thinking of swimming today?
My very first memory of swimming, I've never been a keen swimmer, I have to say. I know, awful, because I never actually learned how to swim properly.
Okay.
But when I was swimming, it was always, I used to keep my head up and it was always uncomfortable. So I ended up having a backache and I just wasn't a swimming active person. Even though I was a dancer, you would have thought, the two would have gone together, but no, I was going to dance. I wasn't going to swim. And it's only, which I'm sure we'll talk about later going down the way, that I actually met up with Duncan Goodhew, that he looked at my technique on how I swam and said, "You're doing it completely wrong. That's why you're not enjoying it."
Oh no!
Absolutely.
That's backline feedback.
I know. And then he offered to give me lessons, of which I was highly embarrassed because they're selling my product. And I never did take the lessons, which I really regret. There's always time. There's always time.
He would taught you all about breaststroke because he was a breaststroker, wasn't he, Duncan?
He was, absolutely.
Yeah. So when was that then? So as a child, did you choose because you didn't really enjoy it then? Did you have swimming lessons or anything? Do you remember?
I actually lived in London itself, so the swim pools were very vast. There wasn't many swim pools, so it wasn't really a thing I did as a child. And as I got older, as I said, I was a dancer, so where other children were going swimming, well, I was going dancing lessons and so on. So it wasn't a focus of mine.
Right.
The first time of really getting interested in swimming was when I was working for a pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
The boss had come back from an exhibition in America and had all these products and said, "Oh," they call me, "Okay, have a look at these and see of any interest." And there was Swimmer, the original Swimmer.
Nice.
So, what's this then? Oh, well, it's a product that stops people from getting trapped water in the ears and prevents ear infection. I said, there must be millions of people do that, because another reason why I don't like going swimming, you're doing this for hours and you're dead. And, it just wasn't for me anyway. Yeah. So I said, let's bring it in. So we started importing it from the States, got it onto all the airlines, into all the leisure clubs, diving arena. Divers absolutely love the product, because if you're going diving and you're stuck in the Red Sea and you get an ear infection, you're not diving. Everyone's popping in and you're sitting there reading your book. So they absolutely love it.
Brilliant.
And so I've sold it for many years for the American company representing the UK. And then we had Brexit, and they decided England was a very small country and all the red tape, etc. So they pulled out of the market, but they gave me permission to reverse engineer the product. But so in effect, I could copy the product, but I couldn't take their name. So that's fine. So that's how we came up with Swim with Ease.
Okay.
So it's exactly the same product. They're isopropyl alcohol and glycerin. So the isopropyl alcohol evaporates the water, and the glycerin is a little film coating of glycerin in the ear canal, which leaves it moist and sterile, which is how you want your ears to be. So identical products, but a different name. Manufactured in the US, manufactured in the UK.
I like the one here. It's a better product.
There's 20 odd years in between them two, so things have come on a bit.
Do you know what? Actually, I'm just trying to think. Back in the day when I was a swimmer myself, whether or not I have, mind you, maybe just the shape of the bottle that I remember or something, but I remember having a bottle in my swim bag. I don't know whether, I think whether it was that or not, I can't can't really remember. I do remember a distinct shape of being like that to have to put in my ears, because you try and do it with your towel, don't you? And like you try and get in there and you can't, because if I'm right, it's actually, because I get asked this all the time from parents and things, obviously, for after lessons, and I said you can't really you try and get the exterior of the ear as dry as possible, but then of course here in the UK for the most part it's really horrible, isn't it, outside and cold. So that's why it ends up getting ear infections. That's correct, isn't it? Because the internal part doesn't dry properly, isn't it, from the towel? Whereas people always assume that it's because of the bacteria of the pool, but it's not. It's because the bacteria that goes from the water. Is that right? Is that how I'm understanding it?
Yeah, all water's got certain particles of bacteria in there. And the warmer the water, the bacteria ferments and grows. So if you leave the water in the ear canal, and the reason it's staying in there because you've got really thin ear canals, it won't come its way out. It sits in there, it's warm, it starts cooking, the bacteria loves it and gets warm and grows, and then you have your ear infection. Swim with Ease will come along, evaporate the water, and then put the glycerin in, so you're sterile and clean and moist ears, which is what you want. You don't want your ears to be, some products are just neat isopropyl alcohol, and that will just dry the ear. You don't want that because then they're porous. You want to go after, so then it obviously the product will put the glycerin, leave the glycerin in there, which leaves it smooth and sterile.
So could you do you do that every time then, say if you're having a shower even at home and bath time and things, you would be able to put that in, so there's no, it's not only for swimming lessons, going to the swimming pool or something?
It purely is to remove trapped water from the ears, whether you're sailing, canoeing, swimming, washing your hair. I've got hair salons that buy it from me, because when the ladies back and they're washing their hair and they're all talking, and this is getting water in her ears, and she's thinking, hurry up and finish, and then she gets up and she's doing this all the time. That's right off me. And then obviously
that's really interesting. So you've got hairdressers, and then you mentioned about divers, obviously swimming pools and things like that. Any other quirky places? Because I didn't even think about hairdressers. That's amazing.
I mean, just holiday destinations, because if you go on holiday, of course the water's a lot warmer, so there's the bacteria's cooking a little bit more because it's warm. I'm not saying swimming pools have bacteria in them, but all water has a certain amount of particles of bacteria in there. If you go on holiday and little Johnny gets an ear infection, the whole family's coming home, and then when little Johnny gets into the pool, come on, put the drops in here, everyone's happy, nobody's got ear infections, stay on your holiday. But you can literally, whenever you come into contact with water, you use your Swim with Ease drops.
And they're really good, because I used it today because I had swimming lessons today, and I literally I did it myself, and I dropped it in. It goes in quite nicely as well. And then like you wait a little bit, and then you can quite easily then do it the other side, so you don't have to wait too long either, do you? Because with children you're trying to run around, aren't you, with them to try and put them in. Exactly.
Now they are child friendly as well, because you've just literally got to get a few drops in there, and then instantly you get that nice warm water feeling. It comes running out, and you can smell it. You can smell the alcohol, but it's dried your ears out, and then can't 100% claim that you'll never get an ear infection, but we're pretty close to it. We can only say it helps prevent ear infections. Nothing in the world to give you 100% guarantee. There's always going to be that one chance you didn't get all the water out, or you might have had a little one sit there before.
Absolutely. So how long then, from when you were doing it with the Americans to now then? So how long has your process been, and have you enjoyed it?
Yes, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. When years ago I was going to bring the product to market before myself, and then I was working along a couple of guys, and unfortunately they took my name. It wasn't called Swim with Ease, it was called something very similar, which legal reasons I can't say. So they took the name and leapfrogged me to getting the name trademarked, and then took it to market, so I couldn't go to market. And only January last year I found out that they're not in the marketplace with it anymore. So for legal reasons I changed the name slightly. With Ease. So it's been in development. Obviously I had to find a UK supplier that can, because it is it's a volume product, so once it gets on the airlines it gets into all the big sports outlets. So I had to find the correct manufacturer, constant supply chain, because no point bringing it to market and then we're out of stock. I was going to go crazy. Apart from me, I'll be going crazy. But I absolutely love the product, because when you see people use it, just the sheer relief, and there's so many people that have got members to I don't know, the likes of the David Lawyers, all these swimming clubs, and they can't go swimming in the morning because if they got the trap water in their ear in the morning, they're going to work partially deaf and grumpy and shouting, and nobody's friends, typically.
Yeah.
So
like, what are you saying?
In the morning, that's one of the reasons people don't swim in the morning.
Interesting.
So speaking to all like the Virgin Active, all the David Lloyds of the world, all the big clubs.
Yeah.
You need this. They use the pool more, and people sometimes say, "Oh, there's no point doing over a pool because I don't get to use the pool." They would use the pool, so it can encourage your membership as well. Talking to all the centre parks and all the holiday. Well, you take your kiddies. If you take your children to a big water park and all these party homes and all these, and they're all playing, and one gets an ear infection, you can't leave the child in the chalet on its own or the bungalow, whatever. It ruins the holiday for everyone, doesn't it? So trying to eliminate, as I said, I can't give 100%, but trying to eliminate this from happening and make it a happy family and keep the swim with ease with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's not nice having an ear infection, isn't it? I remember back in the day when I used to be underwater all the time, and my mum used to have to drag me out, and then you get sort of signs of, oh yeah, that's a little bit sore, and then you have to be out then, because even though you want to be back in the pool, you're like, no, you have to keep it, stop, you have to stay out for a bit, and you're like, oh. So then as a child it's like painful, and then really painful for the fact that you can't go back in for a bit. So it's miserable, isn't it?
I spoke to you earlier about Duncan Goodhew. He used to endorse my product for me when it was Swimmier.
Brilliant.
He won the gold medal in 1980, and he said, I mean, his slogan was, I think it was, always keep one in your kit bag, because he said that this product actually enabled him to practice the level he had to gain the gold medal.
Right.
By it. And he used to get it to the States then. So obviously when we brought it to the UK, it's great.
Yeah.
So hopefully Duncan Goodhew will be supporting me with the product.
You have to bring out the old, you have to say to him, I never took up your offer of swimming lessons, but now I do.
Now I want to.
So could you please do some swimming lessons with me? And also, whilst you're at it, have this in your hand, pointing, telling people, taking pictures.
That's a little PR person on the side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what are your hopes and dreams now for, they say, the next 5 years? What do you think you're
next
aiming
5
to?
years? Okay, I want it to be a house name, basically. When you're going on holiday, you think, let's pack for the holiday. Don't forget to swim with ease. Yeah. Then don't forget to swim with ease. Come on, we'll go swimming at the weekend. Have we got the swim with ease? I just want it to be that product. So have you got your snorkels? Have you got your earplugs? For those who like earplugs, have you got your towels? Have you got your trunks? I just want it to be, as Duncan once said, there should always be one in the kit bag. Keep it in the kit bag. Make it a family name. Like we've got long hair. When you're washing your hair, how many times you've got, oh no, I don't. I'm straight in the office. There must be one in there somewhere. Quickly put it in my ears. I just want it to be the house name that can help situations and be part of the family, basically.
Yeah. It's one of those items that you need a packet of tissues, some lip balm or lipstick, what have you, and in every bag you need one of these. It's like that, because otherwise you're fumbling through all your bags, and you've just got to have one of those things in all of your bags, including your kids' bags, that you don't forget.
It was one of the best selling products in its category on the airlines, in the holiday essential category. When you sit down and think, duty free, what can I buy? Everybody wants to spend money. We're going on holiday. We're in that spend mode, aren't we? We used to be in the catalogue. Wow, honestly, it used to, we hardly kept up with the sales. It was just business, because people say, oh, where's that? They used to ask the trolley dollies, where's that little bottle of stuff for the years? And it sold so well. So I'm touch wood, that'll be happening this year as well. In discussion. It's just, everything takes time.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to try and get in contact with good old Richard to get on Virgin.
No, because they drink copy everything, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's really good. Absolutely. Just getting a little pouch that you can put it in, just with little things that to add in your essentials.
That's what we had. The divers, we used to do. We've got another product coming to market called Dive with Ease. So when you dive, if you can't equalize properly, you can't dive. So we have another product, a sister product to this, that it's like, I call it the nasal enema. So you squirt out with your nose, and it is a nasal enema. So you use station tube or clear, which helps you equalize, which means you can go down deeper. So what we do for the divers is have the swim and the dive product together. They're catered for.
Amazing.
Love it. So
Absolutely.
in the next 2 to 3 months, so there'll be impact there. But at the moment,
brilliant. So with the sister product then for children as well, I'm just thinking, because obviously once they start going down deeper, when they're diving deeper themselves to get things off the bottom of the pool, would you recommend then to have something like that as well then?
If they generally have blocked up nose, some children tend to have that problem where they don't clear their nose properly, whereas they just don't blow their nose or they just can't. Yeah, basically all it is buffered saline solution, so salty water that's been buffered to the isotonic of your nose, so it's not going to burn or cause you any irritation. And it just literally is an enema. I've been at exhibitions before now. So the previous name was these, and they'd say, "Oh, can I try it?" And I go, "Really? Do you really want to try it here?" "Oh yeah," like big burly divers, like they do, and and it's been quite
out. Packets of tissues.
No, by the way, there's a tissue. But they're just fun products. They're not expensive. They retail at $9.95.
Okay.
Now, which that if you're going to use it between the family, make sure you clean the nozzle before you put it in another set of ears. I like to say 1 bottle per person. Just put a little mark on it's yours, and you'll identify it. That's the best way to do it, because although you can clean the nozzle, some people might have got in there, and then you put it in another ear. So give it to your own ear if you can do that.
But ideally have one each and just put their names on, right?
Yeah, that's not a selling technique. That's a hygiene technique.
But it's probably better to really, isn't it, to have one each. If it's at that cost, you might as well get one each, mightn't you?
You wouldn't all use each other's toothbrush, would you?
No, not really. No, I would probably recommend get one each. Sticking in your ears.
You're not going to want to share that one.
You can quite easily put their name on. You've got white bottle, so there you go, or mark it.
There's great potential with the product. It's a nice subject, and wherever you go, I am that anorak. Wherever I always end up getting in a conversation about swim with ease. You can talk about anything, because you know somebody that has this problem, and even they say, "Oh yeah, I'll just put up with it now." Well, you don't have to. You really don't. I'm working with Joanne Lay, Aquaphobia, the lady that's swimming, and she supports the product because some people aren't so much scared of the water itself. It's what the water does to them, but the feeling, and also when it gets in their ears. So there's a certain amount of people that Joe will come across that think, "Oh, I don't mind getting in the water now because it's not going to stay in my ears." So that's catered there. So it's amazing where it can actually reach. When you start talking to people and you think, "Oh yeah, of course." Like you said, you'd never think I say hairdressers, but I do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What's been the best part then of running and owning your own business? What have you
I think achieving your goals, isn't it? Because I did it before for the pharmaceutical company and the Americans, and I think this is such an easy product. When you can walk in with a product and someone takes it off you and they start talking to you about it,
you know your job's done.
Yeah, and you did that to me when we first started the call off. People get your product and you think, okay. I would never, and you should never, ever try and force a product onto anybody, whatever it be. And with this, I don't have to. It's such an easy product to sell because I hate the saying, but it's true. It does what it says on the can, but there's a need for it. It's not a grudge buy. People buy washing powder because they've got to, because they've got to wash their. This is not. You're not buying it because you've got to. You're buying it because it's really going to have a benefit, and the benefit outweighs not buying it basically because it leads to you doing so much more water activities.
Amazing.
Surfers love it. Surfing fraternity, they love it.
So you say so you've said briefly on our call beforehand, if I'm okay to say this, with partnering with STA now.
Yes, we're now on the STA website. They're endorsing the product, so you can go. All the STA members can go on there, and they get a slightly reduced rate because they're members of the STA. Also, BZAC, which is the British Sub Aqua Club, which is when you go into dive, you do diving, you have to either be PADI approved or BZAC approved. You can't just put a mask on and a tank and dive. You die. There's a technique to it, obviously. You have to be one or the other. So we're being endorsed by the BZAC and the STA now. I'm speaking with PADI, so hopefully they'll follow soon. QVC have contacted me, so it's there going on. And
how do you find about going on QVC then?
Love it. I would love it.
Amazing! Oh my goodness!
Like my product.
That's amazing. I love that.
Sitting on the sofa thinking, what's she going to talk about? Oh, Yeah, well, I get that. That won't buy that then. Because that's when you get people's attention, don't you?
Yeah,
When you're
yeah.
at an exhibition, everyone's walking everywhere, and I'll come back to that, and they forget where you are, and that's how it happens. Even though exhibitions are great, and I love them, I love talking to the people. Can you imagine being in me coming into your living room, and you're sitting there, and you want to buy something because you want QVC, because that's what people do. And I come up with this, and you think, even if you don't want it, you'll know someone that does.
Yeah.
Good stocking filler, a little small birthday present for someone you don't want to spend too much on. And also, I've got a very large sports outlet, which I can't say any name, that are interested in it as well.
Okay.
It's a place everybody knows. It's reachable, and people have confidence to buy it.
You have been a busy bee. Goodness.
I have, but it's because I love the product, because it's easy bit. It's just getting the avenues to open up, and people, as we said earlier, with social media now, it's a lot easier to have awareness and people to think, oh, I've read about that, I've heard about that, rather than you have to travel halfway up the country to knock on the door and go, oh, hello, don't know if you've heard, because you probably haven't. Whereas now they have, and people will come to me saying, oh, is this anything like the product that used to be? Yes, it's identical formula, because that's what it is.
Yeah. You'd have to pack up your trolley with loads of product in it and then take it with you as well, wouldn't you? Whereas now you can say, oh, you can order it online and it just goes straight to you. You don't have to drop it off anywhere, do you? What is your website? And talk about social media. Where can people find you?
So we're on www.swimwithease.global. That's the website. Brilliant. You can't buy on there, but it will show you the people that are stocking it, and that's been updated constantly. So at the moment, it's very much online to buy it, because it only came onto the market in October. So it's still early days. Yeah. It's only ready to manufacture. It was finished manufacturing in October. So we're still early days. Obviously, Christmas came and everyone's like, Christmas. And I'm going, yes,
come get it.
They're thinking Christmas presents. So now it's only just things to start going a bit crazy, because people think, Christmas now, pay the bill, pay the Christmas bill. Now I want to go on holiday. Oh, what do we need?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so it's a good time. It's the right time. Yeah. So I'm just getting exposure, and once I can get the agreement with the big chain of outlets, you can go on. There's lots of Pro Swim and Allen's of Kingsbury. If So Go, there's lots and lots of stockists out there. If you go on Swim with Ease on your Google,
it will come up with where you're stocking it.
That are stocking it, and they're like they're online shops. I'm not on Amazon. I'm supporting independent businesses with my product as an independent owner.
Brilliant.
Reach the market.
Are you on the likes of Facebook or Instagram or anything, or do you or are you focusing on the stores to stock your product?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, but that's more from a business point of view to let everyone know it's available. And I'm on Facebook, but it hasn't got its own Facebook account yet. But it's something I've got to get doing.
That's all right.
But I am a one-man band, and
I know what it's all about. Don't you worry about that.
We are, as well as working now. You got to work.
Many plates.
I'm going, as I said to you earlier, I'm going to the dive. There's a dive show at the end of February, so I'll be going up to that, and that's where all the crazy divers are, and let them all know I'm back. Products backed. Yeah, everyone knows. Oh, it's a swimming lady. Yeah, I'm Swim with Ease now, but you can call me swimming lady. I don't get it. That'd be exciting, going back and seeing them all again.
Yeah,
and just anywhere that's educational for swimming, I want to be there, and I want them. If I can't be there, I want the product to be there. To give away free samples, just to say, try it, because once you've tried it, then you know yourself. You've tried it; it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk to other people about it.
Yeah,
because people are rather hear from you that it works than from me, because obviously I'm technically selling it. Whereas, especially in your arena, your level.
Very thin using it with other people, isn't it? It's and I know that I'll post it on my swim education page, and obviously we've got this here, and then I can obviously let others know, and different swim schools and things like that to give it a try. Is there like a maximum amount that people can order at one time, or do you? Okay, so
you can order one bottle at a time. If it's a trade customer, then there's a volume. You buy a trade price or wholesale price, so there are deals to be had for businesses, but but the individual, you can buy just one at a time.
So if a swim school was interested maybe to have it, maybe they've got a little bit of a shop at the front of their, they're able to stock it with you.
I will sell it to them as trade, then they can make something on it as well. They've got to, but they come in a box of 12, so I like to normally say order 12 as a minimum, because otherwise the boxes will get disgruntled, and you want them to look nice.
You want to have the odds.
So a minimum of 12 to get the trade price. There's good margins on it for them.
Good.
And I'm quite happy to do some free stock to sponsor some, so if there's some competitions going on, or happy to support local events and such.
Okay, that's good. Oh, brilliant.
I'll come along. I love being around. I just like to see people use it, and they almost look like, tell me it works.
Oh, that's good.
When they start telling me it works, I love it.
No, of course, makes you feel that obviously your job's well done, isn't it? You're passionate about it, and when someone else says, "Oh, it's really been helpful," you're like, "Yes," and it makes you feel good. The fact that what you're doing and spending all that time and energy of letting people know that it's reassuring to that all that effort's is paying off, isn't it, essentially? But is there anything else that you would like to add, or before we have the end of our conversation? But it's been really interesting, and thank you for coming on and talking about it. And I'll put the link in the description as well, that people can just click on it to go, or like you said, they just need to Google the product Swim with Ease, and then it will come up with the stores that are by them.
Sorry, Helen, I must mention, there is a Swim with Ease. It's a swimming school. Ours is swimwithease.global, ease.com, I think, or .co.uk.
Okay. So don't get mixed up.
Don't get mixed up. They're next to each other.
Very obvious. One's a product.
But some people I've messages, I can't find you. It's a swim school. I've thoroughly enjoyed saying, because I love talking about the product, and I love talking about the product. So it's
definitely
great.
No, that's really good. Oh, brilliant. I normally ask people with regards to, because as a swim school or as swimming teachers, or even as a business owner, really, I always like to know, we're teaching them, or we're doing something in our business of where we're having to lead and to put ourselves as the forefront. And I was interested, what have people taught you? So I asked, like, what swimmers actually teach us? Because obviously that's what our role is, but sometimes we learn a lot from other people as well. And part of that in the teaching world of swimming is that the swimmers and the children teach us so much as well, patience and perseverance too. Is there anything that you can think of that anyone has taught you that's been really memorable throughout your life, that you have always maybe come back to think, actually, no, keep going? Or like you said about Duncan Goodhew with his sort of catchphrase, if you like, is there something that stuck with you that's kept you motivated to keep going?
Not really, only a sense of, if you believe in it, you can't be the only one that believes in it. Just keep pushing it. You're going to find like-minded people. And I always believe, if a product works, like I said to you earlier, it sells itself. And I know it does. It's just putting the people or the products in the right place. And when I say people, that's me as well. So no, every day's a new day, and I live by that. Yes, I've fallen down before, not through circumstances, but get back up again, because I believe in it, and I believe in me. And as I said, the reward I get from seeing the people use the product is, as I've done before when I used to sell pharmaceuticals and various products, it's just what you get back from the people that makes you keep going. Brilliant.
Well, wishing you every success.
Thank you.
And I'll certainly be talking about it as well. And I've got lots of customers as well myself that I can pass it on to. So that's amazing. But thank you for spending the time and talking with me. And it's been really fascinating. And like I said, wishing you every success, and enjoy the diving event.
At the end of the month. I will do.
Thank you so much. It's been great.
Thank you, Helen, for having me. Thanks for the exposure. Thank you.
No worries.